So, hello, again, or for the first time. So here we are in London. I'm trying to do a series about travel, actually. If you've met me before or read any of my stuff, you'll know that I talk a lot about autism, ADHD, and what I like to call other friends. And it's a journey, isn't it? It's a journey of a lifetime. So I thought, whilst I'm describing that journey, I might as well describe all the other journeys at the same time, and actually look at people, places, and indeed safe spaces, because not enough of us are doing this. And also, some of us either want to travel, can travel, or have to travel. And again, doing so with autism, ADHD, in my case CPTSD, rejection sensitivity, fibromyalgia, dyspraxia, and many more, they make life very challenging, but they also make travel challenging. But they also mean that travel in some ways is simpler, because everything's so challenging that challenging things are just as challenging as the things that other people wouldn't find challenging, if that makes sense. So I will write more about that. So here we are. I'm really rubbish at this, aren't I? Don't think I'm going to make money out of this on walking across Waterloo Bridge in London. And you can see the city if we look the other way. There we go. See the city. It's vibrant, it's funky. For someone like me, any kind of city experience, I now know, can be really debilitating really quickly. And I think if we can sort of get that out there and then start talking to restaurants, bars, hotels, I've talked about this a lot before, but small accommodations. I'm all about small accommodations. The first one, just thought, when I say I'm autistic, actually be able to go, oh, okay, fair enough, I know what that means. And that would be because you've listened to some stuff, read some books. Not even that's too much to ask, isn't it? Maybe just allowed someone like me and people I know and the teams I know to just explain a little bit about how it is to live life differently. We feel the world differently, we see the world differently, we hear the world differently, but in that difference we are equal. It's just a different processing system. But whilst we're expected to adhere to a processing system that isn't ours, it's really, really difficult. So for many years in cities, I would have thought that I just felt ill, that I'd eaten the wrong thing, that I was with the wrong people, and so it goes on. But now I know it's not that. And as the weather gets colder, it's even worse, because my super sensitivity, clothes hurt me. I've just been out for lunch. Everything hurts me. It hurts. I've put makeup on because I've scratched the spots on my skin off. That hurts me. Putting a bag hurts me. So I know all of this now, so I know this has got to be very, very short. And I've got to get out of here, and then I've got to get into my pyjamas, and then try and calm down. And it sounds ridiculous, but many of the things we experience sound ridiculous to people who are not experiencing it. And that's probably a philosophical question for today. It's probably part of our problem, isn't it? That we refuse or find it very difficult or unable to try and consider things that we're not experiencing ourselves. Dr. Luke Bearden, Senior Lecturer of Autism Studies, where I did my postgrad in Autism Studies, says just because I was trying to find you the London, oh, there we are. Oh, I did the wrong way. Just because it sounds unbelievable doesn't mean that it is. So I started a little while ago, but I'm going to go back to it. I had a bit of a blip of self-confidence there. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to sort of show you autism, ADHD and other friends, rather than just keep telling you, because I'm not sure that always cuts through. So London today, it's okay. It's really good to be able to see somewhere, to see a big city, but it's difficult to navigate. It needs to be short. I need to have noise cancelling headphones with me, and I need to know that I am going to collapse for an indefinite period of time when I get in, and probably feel like I'm going to cry because I've just had to have lunch with humans, and I wittered, and I will now worry about every word I said, probably write it down, wonder if they liked me, wonder if I should care about that, wonder. It's a filing cabinet that I actually talk about in my book, which I'll try and link. Another one coming out soon, but I just am trying to do some translation guides, nothing more, so that people can just really simple explanations. There's a book by the very famous Dr. Damien Milton. It's called A Mismatch of Salience. It's obviously highly rated, super duper. He's the guy that talks about double empathy, which in autism terms means that we do have lots of empathy, but it often manifests in a different time frame than neurotypical, so they think we don't have any. In fact, I think that we probably have more quite often, but that's another thing, isn't it? And his book is so fantastic, but it's so complicated wording, it's so academic, that an average person like me, I can't just have a quick read of that and go, okay, I'm understanding where you are now. My idea is to take the concepts of we feel the world differently, we see the world differently, we hear the world differently, and as I see and feel and hear the world, tell you and show you, and see if we can change just a few of the myths about autism, ADHD and other friends. And when I say other friends, just to finish, if you include anxiety and depression and complex post-traumatic stress disorder and fibromyalgia, which all affect, and trauma, massive trauma, affect the way that the brain works and all affect the way we feel the world differently, then we're in the majority. So actually just asking for a little bit of, hang on a minute, can I just tell you how it is for me? And I really want to know how it is for you. It's two-way. I don't know half the things I didn't know about myself, and I'm learning every day. And maybe the same is true for someone else. The more we share, the more we care, the more we'll know. And maybe that should be a mantra for the world, really. Anyway, these are my travel, I called them short, but you know, when an autistic person says short, and I'm just going to give you snapshots of some places I've already been. I've got lots and lots of places to go back over, because now I've got this amazing idea about, let's talk about travel, to show you that you can and that we do, but also to be honest about the fact that it really isn't easy. And I'm off on a new trip on Friday, so I shall do some there. So I'm Tracy. Tracy travels differently. I will put links to all the other stuff, and I think if we could do a global thing of this, we could actually make a difference. We could start getting more traction with hotels, transport. If there was more of us talking about this, that would be amazing. Bye for now.